Alright, hello and welcome to another Stronghold Crusader match. Today I'm going to be starting going through the Crusader Trail. This is the one that comes with the original game, the first edition. So the first few missions are probably going to be pretty simple. So I'm going to use them as an opportunity to do a little bit of explaining on how the game works for those brand new to the game. Let's just jump in. We'll see if you're experienced. Maybe you'll notice something different, or maybe I didn't include something that you reckon I should have. Let me know in the comments below. So we're going to be facing up against the Sultan Abdul, who's crazy, and we're going to have a gold advantage. The Sultan Abdul usually goes with a lot of slingers, which have quite a low range, so it shouldn't be too difficult as long as we block ourselves off early to stop the Arabian swordsman. Let's just jump into that. What's my speed going? Oh. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a couple quarries just to get some gold income. So there are 3 workers for each one, and then you need some ox tethers as well to actually carry the stone to your stockpile. I'm going to get some extra stockpile space over here. I generally go with 4. I think that's quite a common one as well. You always need a granary. So depending on what you're going to get, I'm going to go with a bread production. Well, this is going to be quite a fast game, so I might just go with a apple production. I'm going to put it down here close to where I'm going to put my apple farms. Apples. Okay, we can get 2 in there, and I might actually get some with these guys as well. Can't quite fit any more in, that's fine. We need to get some extra workers. That's going to be a hovel. Let's up here. Each one holds 8 workers in it, and they just spawn here depending on your popularity as the speed. Popularity goes below 50, you start losing workers instead of gaining. Alright, so I'm also going to grab a marketplace so I can sell things later if I need to. It's always good to get this early. The unofficial patch makes it not so important, it makes them free. But generally you want to buy them as soon as possible without it, because they cost 5 wood, and right now I'd be not able to do anything without it. So but I've got it, and I can buy some more wood. I'm going to buy some more wood cutters so I don't have to buy much more wood. Alright, so that's good. Now let's start on my defenses. He can come through here. Is this line? Oh, he's got the lines coming at him. Or he could come over here. So let's see how far my walls can go. There is a range that you can do. It's a square around your keep. So I can go out to the top left at the far there, and then down this way to about somewhere along here. But too far. To about there. But I can also get that corner, so I can get it all the way up to about here. Alright, so let's just quickly do a small wall off here, just to stop these workers here coming in. They're going to come in through here. And another wall off over here, just so they don't have an alternative way in. Excellent, so now he can't get to me. That's what that noise there means. As you can see, we're getting plenty of stone. Now, to get units to fight back, there are 2 ways you can do it. You've either got your mercenary post, put up here, I'm not really going to use it too much, or you've got your barracks. I'll put that both up here. So the difference is that your mercenary posts, you can get units, but they cost quite expensive. So this is 75 gold. These guys don't do much, so we can ignore them. You can see the gold down in the bottom corner here. As opposed to here, the gold cost is going to be a lot less. However, they cost weapons as well. So the weapons could make them more expensive, but if you create the weapons yourself, that won't do. So this armory, that's where your weapons are going to be. They hold 50 weapons each. Let's get all Fletcher. I'll start off with a Fletcher next to that. I'm going to change that from bows to crossbows. So they're going to take wood from here, turn them into crossbows and put them here. So I want to make sure that those are well located between my armory and my stockpile, so that their walking distance is as minimal as possible. Now, with crossbowmen, see we've got two highlighted down here. We've got the crossbow, and they also need this guy. That's a leather armor, and that's what we've got this dairy farm for. So we're going to build a tanner. The tanner is going to turn cows into leather armor for me. He's going to come here, bring the cow to the tanner, turn it into a thing, and then walk over here. So again, that probably would have been better for me to put this armory probably about here, so it's kind of in the middle of the two, but that will do for now, I think. And so now we just got to wait. So this is the main cost of doing it the barracks way, is that you have to wait for the weapons to be created before you can do anything. So I'm going to quickly sell some stone.
Not enough goods.
And then I'm going to come over here, get these archers up here, and I want to build a gatehouse. About there, I think will do. I'm going to extend that wall straight up there. Get those guys up. So to get up units on top of the walls, you've got the gatehouse, or you can build stairs. Generally, it's best to have both. I don't have any stone left over to do so just yet, because when a unit comes too close to your gatehouse, the gate will close and you can't get any guys up on the inside either. So I'm also going to start getting some iron up here. It takes about 4 squares of iron to build one of those guys on. It doesn't really matter too much, but I like to try and make it as efficient as possible so I can get as many as possible going. So what I'm going to do is get those. I'm also going to get some macemen, I think. So those need some maces, which are actually built in the blacksmith's workshop here. So I'm going to build 2 of those and swap them over from swords to maces. And then I'm going to look and see if I can build another dairy farm somewhere. Yep, up here, perfect. And then build some more. I generally find you can probably get 5 or 6 tanners to a farm, but just to be safe, I generally sit with 4. Right. May not be the best layout because it means these guys have to walk all the way around, but that's alright. Okay, so do have extra leather armor at the moment, so I'm going to build some extra.
Not enough workers available to run this building.
Of course there aren't.
This building has no
Get some extra crossbows going. Ah, silly lady, and then babies getting in the way as per usual. Alright, let's get those stairs. Excellent. Alright, so what's he doing over here? So he's still building up his little base here. So while he does that, I'll show you some of the defenses that you can get. So you got towers. They'll give you a height advantage. Basically, the advantage of height is range, while rather enemies, if they're trying to hit you, they could hit you on the ground here, and you're way up here, then the arrows will just bounce off the tower, so they have to be a bit closer. So it reduces their range, but it also reduces the attacker's accuracy as well. There comes the slinger. He's not even in range yet. He'd have to be about here to be in range to actually hit these guys back, which is kind of the weak part of them. So you got a tall tower which fits 5. You got a small, perimeter turret, which isn't quite as high but fits more troops on it. Defense turret, slightly bigger, slightly higher. And then the main ones that I use outside of the tall towers is the square towers and round towers. The difference between these, they're the same size, same height, but the round tower is slightly more expensive with 40 stone opposed to 35. But they can fit, I'm going to get this one because the abbot won't be building any sort of siege weapons to hit me. Just going to do that. So I can now build over on here a ballista or a mangonel. I'm going to go with ballista. Now that's not going to do anything straight off the bat. So I'm going to get an engineers guild. And I'm going to get 2 engineers. And those 2 engineers tell them to run that. So they're going to walk over there. That's going to start shooting and hurting him. While that gets set up, these guys are slowly coming forward. It's what I'm going to do is build an extra armory. All you guys jump up there. Alright, I don't have enough food coming in now. Maybe I should have gone with the wheat production, but that's alright. I'm just going to half the rations and make up for the rest with faith. That will give me 2 popularity. That will give me another 1. And the workers hopefully will give me more. So if we come in here, so if I click the book here, I can check my popularity. Currently I'm going +1. Oh, because I've got 2 types of food coming in here. That will often go up to +1. I get +1 popularity for tax because I've got no tax, which is managed in the keep here. So no tax, +1 popularity. +3 for religion. So if I go to the religion, the cathedral and church bonus is +3. So that's where that's coming from. And it's not too big a deal if you've got that going down until this number here, the 92 that's here. Once that gets down to 50, then you're going to be in trouble. Also, he tried to attack and failed. So your food, you can completely remove your food if you want to, but it's going to lose your -4, -8 popularity if I go down to 0. Then you got fear factor, which can change things as well. So depending on your level of fear factor, you can have plus or minus popularity, but also plus or minus efficiency in the opposite direction. But it also, on top of that, gives you a fear factor bonus or negative. So that's the problem with the thing. So if you give them positive fear factor stuff, they don't work as hard, but they fight harder. You give them minus fear factor, bad, which is all handled in here. You give them bad, they don't fight as hard, but they work a lot harder. I know there's a lot to think about, but as you can see, I'm not using any of this fear factor stuff. That's not really necessary. All you need to do is, if you can keep enough food, so that you've got +1 tax, tax popularity, then you could probably ignore your popularity entirely. if you want to increase your popularity so you can increase taxes, then that's always beneficial. But when you're first starting out, you don't need to do that. You can just keep them, as long as you keep everyone fed, you can ignore that whole mechanic. I'm just selling my stone. That's how I usually get gold instead of by taxing. So I'm started getting things, so I'll go and show you some more of these defenses. I'm not going to really use too many more towers. What have I got in here? So you got your Engineers Guild, you got Tunnelers Guild over this end. So I put a Baluster up here. That just basically is a very strong arrow. And or I could have put a mangonel which sends a number of rocks flying. So if they're going to be sending a lot of troops at you, that's always a good thing to be using. But because he's not going to be sending a lot, and I want to be killing these stronger units in the swordsman, I'll stick with the here. I mean, I can probably finish the game now, to be honest. So I'm going to do it a bit. This is I'll show you the standard assault tactic I use. We don't need too much. So I'll just get 10 of these guys. I'm going to get some portable shields from the engineers build options. So because I'm using the Unofficial Crusader patch, I don't have to click this. If you aren't using it, this tent goes away every time you click, so you'd have to go back down here and click it again. That'll be why that happens different here, but I just find this a lot easier. Just keep on getting our engineers. Alright, so I think we're pretty good there. So what I'm going to do with these other, with these guys, is I'm going to use them to build some catapults. It's not really necessary in this case, but it will help me get through those walls a lot easier. Although he hasn't finished building his castle, so it's not a big issue. Because he can't get any stone from his stockpile here, he's not able to build that up. Though he got the stone from somewhere. Where's that coming from? Odd. I have no idea how that... Has he got somewhere else to get stone from? Oh, he does too. But he should be building all his stone quarries down here, to be honest. So I can't stop him. That's alright. So let's So I've got a video on YouTube already, put up the other day, on how to effectively use your shields. So I'm going to put that as Control 1. Check it out if you're finding any of this bit confusing. I'm going to hotkey all these units. So if you hold the Control button and a number, so I'm going to put those guys to number 2. These catapults. Actually, need to get those guys in there, so they don't always jump in their tent, so you can just click on the tent again to make them go in there. Those guys are going to be Control 4, and now I've got these guys as Control 3. Now I can just hit that number, the number that I hotkeyed earlier. So at 2, at 3, at 4, and 1 there. So to start this attack, I'm just going to bring them all outside my walls. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then bring everything back up to full size. So the hotkey for that was space. You can just right click on your mouse and you've got this option here. You can look behind things there. You can flatten it there. Zoom out. And you can change the direction of your screen. These guys are just done because they're not in range. This is why the Sultan is not a challenging player, because he uses too many slingers. But he doesn't use them well. I've also just recently put up another video where I tried just only using slingers. Their main strength is in their melee, which is surprising. they're ranged units, but they are much stronger hand to hand. So I managed to spam them because they're cheap, and they kill off Richard the Lionheart very quickly. And didn't quite manage to take out the second Lionheart, but I was only using them in rams. So if I had been using a few arch ranged units as well to get them into the walls, it would have been no problems. Alright, so now that these guys are all sitting here, I'm going to grab these catapults. They're not in range. Oh, they can hit this tower here. Let's just destroy that tower. Let's people in a bit easier. Again, I probably would move a bit closer to Jerry, but this is the right way to do it. Well, those guys take out that. Tell you the Talon's Guild. It'll always be fun, actually. You know, I'm going to build it just for the example of it.
Once more onto the breach.
So what we're going to do with that is we're going to build.
Olive branches weep at the Sultan's.
I'm going to break that open.
What is it?
So this, we're going to dig these guys into little tunnels here. I think they've got too many of them, surely. Yep, they've got them all. Oh, no, didn't get all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, so we can fit one more there. That's not in range, so these guys aren't going to kill them going in. They're going to dig all the way up and destroy some of the wall from underneath. Problem is usually they die while they're trying to get in there. So that's what the Tunneler's Guild is all about. The other option is to get these guys.
Needed, sire. Okay, sir. Fast as we can, sir.
I'm just gonna
Altered, my lord.
ignore that, to be honest. So that the problem with the ladderman is that only certain units can climb the ladders. So I'm just going to ask for them run up here
to the walls
and do the walls here. So they're going to come up and they'll.
Shield ready. Sir. Catapult ready, my lord.
Alright, so these guys are starting to dig their way in. If there were archers up here, these guys would all probably die. Alright, so here we go. So now let's see if we can get. So my. Yeah, so you can, as you can see, these guys won't actually be able to climb up the ladders. However, those guys can. Oh, let's just bring them up the old-fashioned way.
Shield ready. Ready, catapult ready, my lord.
So those guys can climb up there and walk around here. So I could be using my catapults here now to destroy these guys as well to make sure these guys will die. Alright, you can come up here. Just make sure I own that. So these guys are going to destroy that tower there. So that's that one gone as well.
A message from the Sultan. The bond is dying in the Sultan's oasis.
Alright, so this guy here was trying to get. So now that I've owned this gatehouse, they I can keep bringing all my troops in here. So these are a bit of a few fire throws here, which could do damage. That shouldn't be too big an issue. Generally, I just make this hole here like this and walk in. And kill the Lord. Game over. Don't need to worry about all the rest of these troops here. So I'll continue this series as we go on. I'm trying to upload a video every 2 days. So I might switch over to other types of videos at times, but I will also be doing this on my Twitch stream. So I'll probably be recording it while streaming to Twitch, and then uploading it to YouTube as time goes by. So feel free to go take a look at my Twitch stream. I will be starting streaming in just under a week. I am doing it every now and then at the moment just to test my computer, but the main stream, where I'm going to be advertising, letting everyone know to come and all that sort of stuff, starts in a week, and that's also when I'll be giving you advance notice of exactly when I'm streaming. So there is a schedule of my first couple of streams already showing up underneath the video. I'll put the link in the description below. So if you enjoyed that video, please like and subscribe. Let me know if I'm doing well. If you think I can do something better, do let me know. Any feedback is greatly appreciated. Thank you.